Now we do a problem on refraction and Snell's law. So let us see the problem. The problem is a ray of light falls on a transparent sphere with the center O as shown. So this is one transparent sphere and O is the center of the sphere. Now a light ray falls on the sphere at an angle of 60 degrees as shown in the figure. So this is the incident ray, and in the problem it is given that the ray emerges from the sphere parallel to the line PQ. The ray finally, after refraction from the sphere, the light ray emerges parallel to the line PQ. Now what is the refractive index of material of the sphere? So now we draw the ray diagram. Here light ray entering into the sphere, so it is entering from air to sphere. As it is entering from air to sphere, rarer to denser, it bends towards the normal. So the light ray, instead of going straight, it bends towards the normal. This is the normal, children. This is the normal here. So the light ray will bend towards the normal. The light ray will bend towards the normal. Like this. So this is the refracted light ray. Incident ray, refracted ray. Light ray bends towards the normal. And again at this point, here light ray traveling from denser to rarer, means from the sphere, this material denser, to rarer. Rarer means again this side is air only. Air. So light ray coming from denser to rarer, so it bends away from the normal. So we draw a normal at this point. Normal means you have to draw a line from center of the sphere. So you draw a line from center of the sphere. So now this is the normal here. This line drawn from center of the sphere, this is the normal here. So now here light ray, instead of going straight like this, it bends away from the normal, and they said in the problem it is given that finally light ray come parallel to the line PQ. So this is the ray diagram: incident ray, refracted ray and emergent ray, and finally the light ray emerges parallel to the line PQ. Here suppose the radius of the sphere, you say for example this is a radius and this is also radius, and here this is angle of incidence I is equal to 60 degrees, angle of incidence I 60 degrees. Now this is the angle of refraction, this is the angle of refraction. Now here this is radius of the sphere, this is radius of the sphere. Now this triangle is one isosceles triangle. So if this angle is R, this angle is also R. This is also R, because this side and this side are equal for this triangle. So here, now once again, this is R and this is R, then this is the exterior angle of this triangle. Exterior angle equal to sum of opposite interior. So this is 2R. 2R. So as this angle is 2R, then this angle is also 2R. So this is also 2R. So now you see the diagram here. This is angle of incidence 60 degrees. It is the angle of refraction. If this is R, this angle is also R, because these two sides are equal. Again, if this angle and this angle is R, this is exterior. Exterior is equal to sum of these two opposite interior. So this is 2R. If this is 2R, this is also 2R, because this is the corresponding angles. Because this and this are parallel. So this is 2R, this is also 2R. Now here, from this figure, we apply now Snell's law at the where the light entering. So at this point, if we apply Snell's law, sin I by sin R means sin 60 by sin R. That gives refractive index of this material with respect to air. So by applying Snell's law at the left side, so from Snell's law, on the left side, on the left side here, sine I by sine R, sin I by sin R, that gives refractive index of the sphere with respect to air, refractive index of the sphere with respect to air. So refractive index of air is 1, so this is mu s. I is given as 60 degrees. So now we find what is R now. Now if we go to on the other side, on the right side here, on right side means this side, if you apply again Snell's law, from Snell's law, again if I take sin R by sin 2R, means here for this is angle of incidence, this is angle of refraction, angle of incidence, angle of refraction, this is a normal, this is a normal. So from Snell's law, sin I by sin R, sin I is R, here this is the angle of incidence R, refraction is 2R, sin I by sin 2R. If I take sin I by sin R, you get refractive index of this with respect to this medium. So this is air. So this is refractive index of air with respect to sphere. Mu s means refractive index of sphere. So here this is 1, mu air is 1. So 1 by mu s. From here, if you take reciprocal of this equation, that is sin 2R by sin R, this is equal to reciprocal of this is mu s. Now suppose this you say equation 1, this you say equation 2. Now from 1 and 2, sin I by sin R equal to sin 2R by sin R. So from 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, we get sin I by sin R is equal to sin 2R by sin R. So sin R get cancelled. From here you get sin 2R is equal to sin I, sin 2R equal to sin I. That means 2R equal to I, and I is given as 60 degrees, that is equal to 60 degrees. Therefore from this R is equal to 30 degrees. So angle of refraction R is 30 degrees. Therefore refractive index of sphere, material of the sphere with respect to air, therefore refractive index of this material of the sphere, mu s is equal to sin I by sin R, sin I is 60 degrees, by sin R is 30 degrees, sin I by sin R, that is equal to sin 60 is root 3 by 2 by sin 30 1 by 2, and from there you get refractive index of material of this sphere is root 3. Therefore in the 4 options, so this is the option D, so D is the correct answer. Therefore the answer is option D. Thank you.